Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Saskia. I'm a yoga teacher and I'm passionate about making yoga accessible for everyone. Today's video is going to be a restorative session. So this is perfect for when you feel like you need to relax, but you still want to sort of, not sit on the sofa and watch TV, so this is very, quiet, and as the name suggests, restorative. It's just, a little bit of you time for when you need it. We're going to be doing 3 different postures. One of them is going to be on both sides. And I'm going to be using quite a few props today. So I'm going to be using 2 bolsters. I've got one here and I'm sitting on one. I'm using 2 blankets. One is here and the other one's I've got over here. And 3 blocks. So make sure that you've got something either the same as I'm using or something that can, have the same function as those items. So if you don't have bolsters, you can use cushions, and you can use cushions or pillows as well in place of the blocks. So grab whatever you have and let's get started. So we'll start straight away in a supported Supta Baddha Konasana. So supported bound angle pose. So we're going to start by taking one block, placing it at the top of the mat. And then our bolster is going to be on top of that, so it's slightly elevated. We take our blanket, fold it over, and place it on top. So this is going to be your head support. And then you're going to have your blocks, one on either side. These are going to be your armrests. And lastly, the bolster. So the blanket I'm sitting on, this is optional. I just like it because it's softer than the mat. And this one is going to be supporting your knees. So let's come to sit down in front of this bolster. And you can start by bringing your legs over the second one. Maybe adjusting it so that it's sitting underneath your knees, and then you can let your feet meet, adjust your seat if necessary, and then come to lay all the way back until your head is nicely supported by the blanket. So here, if you have an eye pillow, it might be really nice to use that as well. Or if you don't have that, dim the lights in your space. That also is really nice. You can place your arms on the armrests and you can have them whichever way you want to, either with your palms facing up or like this, or you can use them as supports so that you can rest your hands on your tummy. So whichever way is preferred for you. So once you've found your position, make some final adjustments, settle in, take a deep breath in through the nose, and then exhale through the mouth, letting go of everything that you do not need in this moment, and allow yourself to relax. So I'm going to be fairly quiet throughout this practice, just to allow you to turn your attention inward. So give yourself permission to relax your whole body. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Completely relaxed. Allow your mind to slow down. Let your body be heavy and soft. Enjoy the moment. And I'll let you enjoy this pose in silence. And the next time you hear from me is when it's time to come out of the pose. From here, we'll slowly start to wake up. You can start by blinking your eyes open. And lift up your hands, bring your hands behind your head. And then bringing your chin towards your chest. Pushing your hands into your blocks. And then slowly come up to seating. We'll come into our second pose of today. So in this pose you can place your blankets out to the side. We're not going to be needing those. And you can use, so this really depends on your flexibility. We're going to come into a twist. I like using a bolster, and I might even be using 2 bolsters here. You can also use 2 blocks or 1 block, just see what you need. So come to lay down on your mat, and I'm gonna have this one here just in case I need it. stretching all the way out. So let's take a big stretch, stretching your arms up overhead. And from there, bending into the knees. And then press into the heel so you can lift your hips up slightly, shifting them over to the left. Just a few centimeters, not so much. And then we're going to drop the knees to the right. So now your knee might come all the way down to the floor, it might not. So if your knee doesn't come out all the way down, you can use your bolster here to support the knee. If it does come all the way down, that's great. If it doesn't, that's also great. And then the second knee, it might be sitting on top of the other with your shoulders open like so, but it might not. And in that case, it would be nice, I'm just gonna remove this one. It might be nice to have your bolster in between, just for some extra support. And from there, letting your arms fall open into a T shape. Allow yourself to relax. And again, I'll be quiet here. So you can enjoy this pose in silence. And when it's time to come out, and from here, slowly blink your eyes open, bringing your knees back to center. You can leave your bolster in between the knees if you want. Push into your heels, shifting your hips over to the right, and then let your knees fall to the left. Relaxing your body completely. Slowly blink your eyes open. And engaging the core, so you can bring your knees back to center. Removing your bolster. And let's come to sit up. And we're going to come into our last pose of the day, which is a version of Savasana, but it's a face down Savasana. So what we're going to be using here is one bolster. So this is what will be supporting our body. And using one block over here. And on that block, we're going to be placing our blanket. So it doesn't have to be folded over so often. It's just there to make a soft surface for your forehead to rest on. So I'm just going to remove this blanket here. And what we're going to do with this blanket, we're going to roll it up. So you want to have it just as wide as this, more or less. And then just rolling it fairly tight. So this rolled up blanket, like a noodle, is going to be supporting our feet. So you want to have that sort of at the end of the mat. So once you've got all of that in place, come to lay down, bringing your feet so that the crease of the foot and the ankle is supported by that rolled up blanket. And then come to lay down on top of your bolster. And you may need to just shift around a little bit to make sure that your body is comfortable. And if you're tall, you may need to just push your head support out a little bit. So you want to make sure that your forehead can rest on top of this block with the blanket on top. And once you're there, your arms can rest like this. Or maybe you find it more comfortable to have them over here. So either of these options are great. And just see what works best for you. And you can completely relax in this pose. And from here, start to bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And we're going to start pushing into the hands. So you can bring your hips back up. Coming into a comfortable seat. And we're going to close our practice with a cleansing breath together. So bring your arms up and overhead as you breathe in. Exhale, hands come down the middle. Inhale, taking a deep breath in through the nose, filling up. Exhale with a sigh. Bowing your head. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this restorative session. Leave me a comment if you liked it and let me know what you would like to see from me next time. Have a great day.